just got back from Lake Toho on the Kissimmee chain, the first Major League Fishing Bass Pro Tour event. Got a terrible start. It's really disappointing, you know, because I really wanted to start the year off and not be behind or whatever. But you know, I had shoulder surgery late, and I was 50-50 on whether I should do it or not, and then I talked myself into it and let some other people talk me into it, and it just didn't heal. And it's still not healed, but it was really bad. The weather was bad, and I've got a lot of work to do, because under that format, we really basically get a day and 2/3 maybe of fishing, and I'm used to 3 days, and it was just like a whirlwind. And the main full day of practice, it rained. I mean, it rained toad frogs, squirrels, rabbits, anything you can think of. I mean, it rained. And probably the hardest rain I've ever been out in all day long. And you know, I mean, when you thought it was time to quit raining, it got to raining harder. That's how bad it was. And I let it get to me. As long as I've done this, I'm ashamed of myself for that, because I got on the bad mental side of that tournament. And the second day of practice, the shorter day, I stayed in a hurry all day long. I tried to cover as much water as I could cover. The wind was still blowing, it was still cold. All these are not excuses, these are things that led up to basically my bad tournament. And so mentally, I did not prepare myself for what I needed to do. I already knew I was handicapped, and I'm fishing against the best guys in the country, in the world, and I'm already, you know, fishing with one arm basically, and besides that, I had a bad attitude. So I mean, that's a combination of just what I got, you know, and so I went into that tournament with a game plan, and I let the weather foil that game plan. I did not stick to it, and once it was all said and done, the game plan that I had really worked out well for several guys that did real well in the tournament. So I don't have anything to blame it on except myself, but I leave for Lake Conroe this weekend. We start practice Sunday, and I don't care what kind of weather it is, I don't care what it does, I'm gonna have the right mental attitude. I may not do any better in the tournament, but I think I'm going to. But you can bank on one thing. I'm going to utilize all my time well, and I'm going to do my best to catch them.